for Sybil and Dawn to talk about branding and how we're going to fit the sustainability story into the Campo brand. Come along.
Okay, so what I'm trying to figure out as we prepare to launch this is how do we talk about sustainability as far as Campo? Because we've got the style and ease thing.
Yeah, right.
I don't think that Campo will ever be like a Patagonia or an Eileen Fisher that like is mostly sustainability.
One question you have is what role should sustainability play? Mm-hmm. Okay, I think should play a role as part of the mission for the brand, which was to give people, to your point, the freedom to use bikes as a mode of transportation, whatever they are doing, right? Mm-hmm. And that inherently is a sustainable mission.
You know, when people would ask us before if there's any sustainability part about the brand, that's what I would say, you know, not at the product level, but at what we're enabling people
but now
to
you
do.
have, saying that that's your mission of a sustainable lifestyle is not putting your money where your mouth is, but now saying we have the sustainable lifestyle mission always, but now we're really going further to fulfill it with these sustainable bags with recyclable materials, because I think that it is a little bit of an empty statement without this new line. Does that make sense to you? Because you have something like really concrete to back it up, and it doesn't feel like an empty promise anymore.
I feel good about the direction. I guess when I'm thinking about the hierarchy of all these things, you know, like how prominent should the sustainability be?
Like, to me, this active lifestyle with style and ease is more important, and that's more like the DNA of your brand. So you wouldn't be doing sustainability if it weren't for REI. Is that true?
Well, I would say it's pushed us to do it.
Which is great.
And I do feel like it's a value that our customers have.
The reason I'm saying this, and I'm just working it through in my head, because if you are a bike brand, then the sustainability is built into your brand, not only in the bags that you're offering, not only in the materials, but again, to your point, the sustainable lifestyle. I don't think you're throwing away your style and ease. And you're not throwing away the active piece of it. Like the idea is it's kind of transitional. Like, right, you can go from this to that to that to that.
So if we have these two lines that both offer style and ease.
So what are the two lines?
So Campo Originals and then Campo Sustainable, placeholder names, of course.
Because there's one other way that you could approach it. One of the things you could talk about it with is the idea that more about, you know, that you've been focused, more female focused, as you know, kind of again try to promote this kind of sustainable lifestyle and transportation by bike, that you want to be sure that
it's more inclusive.
It's more inclusive, right? You sort of say, so there's kind of much more, you know, a female focus on the original line, whereas on this line, it's, you know, the focus is a little bit more on gender neutrality and sustainability, etc. This is what I would do if I were doing a project for someone. I'd lay out different architectures. I'd say, okay, here are 4 or 5 different ways that you could take your brand based on, you know, what you want to be doing with it and where you want to take it, and and this also helps you position this new line in a way that's rational. These are different ways that we can architect it. We can come and regroup, and I can think about it too and talk about the pros and cons of doing it different ways.
So how would we determine, without doing any kind of research or anything, like which? It's
so varied until we actually figure out what the options are. Like, I don't know whether, you know, we're not going to do a study with, you know, a big project with 6 focus groups or something like that. It's just not viable. So I think a lot of it, we just have to put our common sense against it and sort of say, okay, is it better to be talking about this line this way, this line this way, this line this way? But we need to get we really have to have a meeting, and we can bash these different alternatives out, and it wouldn't be bad if you thought about like, what are some alternatives. Okay, June 7th from 11 to 1. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll play out things and try to think about it ahead of time.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching that video. Be sure to subscribe to this video series here and hit that little notification bell so you can see when the next one is posted. Thanks a lot. See you next time.